Hey everybody, so I've gotten a few requests to make a video about Aura Mastery because it can be a little bit confusing if you're new to being a Holy Paladin. It can also be really confusing if you've been playing Holy for a while and can't remember how it works with each of the different auras. Thought it would be a good idea to break down just exactly how it works and how it works with each of the different auras: Devotion, Sacrifice, and Mercy. Hope you guys enjoy. Aura Mastery is a Holy Paladin specific spell that was added to the game in Wrath of the Lich King. It's changed a lot over the years, and this video is going to cover its current form in Legion as of patch 7.2.5. It's an instant cast spell with a 3-minute cooldown and reads, empowers your chosen aura and increases its radius to 40 yards for 8 seconds. Devotion Aura, no longer split over the number of allies in the aura. Aura of Sacrifice causes 15% of all effective healing you deal to be replicated on all allies in the aura, and Aura of Mercy has no target limit and increases healing by 100%. So essentially, it takes whichever aura you have as your talent and makes it stronger and increases its range for 8 seconds. In addition, once you get the Protector of Tear trait on your Silver Hand weapon, your Aura Mastery becomes even more powerful. It enhances Aura Mastery to increase all healing received by party or raid members within 40 yards by 15%, so this is a really nice buff to your Aura Mastery once you get it. Let's go through each aura and see exactly just what it does in detail. Starting with Devotion Aura has a 10-yard radius on you, and all allies standing within those 10 yards from you take 20% reduced damage, split between however many allies are in your aura. Therefore, if you're in a 5-man group and you are all within 10 yards of each other, that 20% damage is split 5 ways, so each player receives 4% reduced damage. Devotion can be used really effectively if you carefully position where you are standing. In theory, in a raid, you could make sure that your tank is within 10 yards of you, but everyone else in the raid is separate. With just you and the tank, the 20% damage reduction is split only 2 ways, so you and the tank will take 10% reduced damage each. Now, this is all in theory, and oftentimes being able to do something like this will require a lot of planning in advance. Using Aura Mastery with Devotion Aura allows your aura for 8 seconds to not have the damage split between all party members. So, whoever is in the radius of your Devotion Aura will receive the full 20% damage reduction. The damage reduction from Devotion Aura on your raid is excellent only if there's a time where everyone will be taking dangerously high amounts of damage, but because the buff uptime is so short, this must be timed very appropriately. Coordinate with your raid leader during specific encounters for when this is best to use. But generally, Devotion Aura is a solid choice for 5-man Mythic Plus runs, especially when you pop Aura Mastery. It's even the recommended aura to use when you do the Mage Tower quest in the Broken Shore, which I still haven't even completed yet. Aura of Sacrifice is, I feel, a misunderstood aura, but when used correctly with Aura Mastery, can cause you to do millions of healing per second when used with spells such as Avenging Wrath, Rule of Law, and any other plus healing effects such as Valen's Future Sight Legendary Trinket. Its spell states that while you are above 75% health, 10% of all damage taken by allies within 10 yards is redirected to you. So, when compared to Devotion Aura, think about how Devotion is just a damage reduction split between all allies in your 10-yard radius. Aura of Sacrifice, instead of a damage reduction, redirects the damage to you as long as you are above 75% health. When I use this aura, I generally stand closer to my tanks and melee as to benefit from this spell. This aura also works great with the legendary Obsidian Stone Spalders. I've provided a link to a video that I made below explaining how these shoulders work and why I recommend using Aura of Sacrifice with them. But, in a nutshell, when using Aura of Sacrifice and standing in range of players taking damage, you are constantly having damage redirected to you. As a result, you'll receive more healing. With your Obsidian Stone Spalders, all of that healing that you receive will have a percentage pushed forward to your beacon targets. And this all happens without you having to cast a heal, and if you are just standing in melee range, taking redirected damage from Aura of Sacrifice, and getting healed in turn, a portion of those heals get on your beacon target or targets, so in essence, you cast free heals without even doing anything. Now, when you use Aura Mastery with Aura of Sacrifice, it causes 15% of all effective healing you deal to be replicated to all allies in the aura. So, whatever heals you are casting when you use Aura Mastery, 15% of those totals are replicated to all allies within the 40 yards. When using Aura Mastery with this aura, save it for a time when lots of group healing needs to be done quickly. And also, make sure that you are within 40 yards of whoever you need to heal up. In raids, this works excellently when the group is stacked close together, taking consistent heavy damage, and you pop your cooldowns and heal like crazy. Oh, and when you do use Aura of Sacrifice, please always pay attention to your health. Aura of Mercy is a good standard aura to have if your situation doesn't call for using Devotion Aura, or if you just prefer to passively heal your group over time. It restores 15% of your spell power health to 3 injured allies within 10 yards every 1 second. Think of it like a constant light heal over time that ticks every second. When you use Aura Mastery while having Aura of Mercy, all allies within your aura, instead of just 3, are healed and your healing is increased by 100%. In my mind, the Aura Mastery from Aura of Mercy and Aura of Sacrifice have similar overall effect in that it's a huge burst of group healing for all allies within your aura. The main difference is that Sacrifice redirects 15% of all your healing to everyone in the aura, and Aura of Mercy extends the constant 1-second tick to all allies in your aura, as well as buffs your overall healing by 100%. So, if you are on a single target, your heals will be extremely powerful, but you won't do as much group healing as with Sacrifice. If you're looking to really up your heals per seconds on the healing charts to boost your ego, as I mentioned earlier, Aura Mastery can cause you to do millions of healing per second when used with Avenging Wrath, Rule of Law, or any other plus healing effects such as Valen's Future Sight legendary trinket with Aura of Sacrifice and the right positioning and raid makeup. In short, I'd recommend using Aura of Mercy for beginners who are new to Holy Paladins. It's a simple passive effect that does a constant tick of healing. Devotion and Sacrifice are to be used much more situationally and gear pending as well. So that's all I have to say about Aura Mastery. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have anything to add, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Also, if you have any ideas for another Paladin spell that you'd like me to talk about, please feel free to let me know. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, but more importantly, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.